3, 2, 1.
Actually, I'll fade this one out.
Hey, I said cue the talent. 2 and 1. Attention hobbyists, sports fans, and collectors nationwide and abroad. It's time to get hype. Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! About the hobby we are all a part of. Live from the Mojo Break Studios, it's Dan and Doug. Check it out. Come on! So, get hype. Be hype. This is The Hype.
What is going on, everybody? We're back from Cleveland for episode 53 of The Hype. We got our big 20K giveaway going on today, so stay tuned for that later in the show. We're going to go over Cleveland, VIP party, stuff that's going on at the National, the 55 Bowman we're going to talk about. It's going to be an action-packed show. Thanks for tuning in. We were off last week. We couldn't figure out a way to broadcast in Cleveland. Might have do a show out there. Might have been because there was no internet. Maybe that was it. Dan, what's going on?
No Wi-Fi. No Wi-Fi, no hardwire. There was no internet. We were in like a crazy bunker. It was nuts, but I'm glad to be home. It was awesome getting out of the SJC airport. Just the smells, the sights, the sounds of Northern California. It was hot. It was hot in Cleveland.
Hot Atlanta, hot Cleveland.
Hot Cleveland.
Yeah.
Woo! I mean, it felt hot.
Yep.
I think I took like 3-4 showers a day. It was fun though. Able to connect with some great people in the hobby. So yeah, what do we got on tap?
Absolutely. Conrad's future so bright he has to wear shades, man. You know what I'm saying?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at
wear
that.
My sunglasses on a show so I can look at the chrome cards.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And the viewers just plummeted.
I know. We actually may be peeking it out right now. I'm so damn excited. We've got Immaculate Collegiates going down today. $16.99 a spot. This stuff is loaded. Conrad, tell them about how loaded this product is. It's insane.
So loaded, you might just even find a DC Derek Carr 101.
Ooh, and then Conrad will take it from you. He'll take it from you.
Is he still the starter on the old depth chart?
The infinite starter.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I
heard they were bringing Rich Gannon back or something, but
yeah,
hey.
I thought Gruden was like, you know what? We're gonna trade you like we traded Marquette King. You're out of here.
The NFL's gonna learn this year.
They are.
They're gonna learn about the Oakland Raiders this year.
I do like Chucky. I do like me some Chucky. We also have Topps Chrome today, which is we've been breaking a lot of that stuff, and hopefully we'll pull some supers today. Teams are on sale, and I got a special code for y'all. It is code AFTERNATS for 15% off, and that doesn't mean the bugs. That means the National. So not that, you have to qualify for actually after you have the bugs, Nats, to get it, but it's after the National. So use 15% off on any pick your team style break on the site. We're breaking new Immaculate Baseball today, certified football. As you can tell, my voice is about 50%. Last week was about 20%, but sounds like you have a different podcaster here today. But after Nats, 15% off.
After Nats, I think of like Natural Light.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why he was wearing the shades right there. It's a perfect segue.
No, I'm thinking Natural Light, the beer.
Oh, after 30 Nats. You have to use it after you have downed a 30-pack of natural ice. or lights, whatever. So, yeah, the National. It was in Cleveland. Not a whole lot of things to be excited for Cleveland sports other than maybe Baker Mayfield. So, but it was an interesting town. It was the first time I had been there. Dan had been there last time. First time Dan had set up and broke there, if I remember correctly. I think you did.
Did we break there?
Well, we tried. We tried. We definitely tried.
I mean, that wasn't the first time that we've set up and tried to break and wasn't able to. That wasn't our first time. Not our first rodeo. We've done that before.
Yeah.
We've had to fight through adversity. But lucky for us, Conrad was sitting here on tap, ready
to go
in the bullpen, ready to just
up, dude.
Ready just to come in, brought in the righty, shut him down.
Dude, next year, if all else fails, dude, you know what I'm gonna do? I'll just grab a bunch of our shirts, grab some product. I'll just throw it all across the room. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I've never seen anybody do that before. I've never.
See, I thought
did you just come up with that right now?
Yeah.
Never heard of that before.
See, what I was thinking, if all else fails next year, I'm just going to bring a bottle of vodka. You know what I'm saying? That because I wasn't doing anything anyway besides staring at a computer screen about to punch it or throw a chair or something, which there's a lot of kids going on, and I couldn't really show that. But maybe if I had like a water bottle filled. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, there was a lot going on. It wasn't as stressful as the 2012 Industry Summit in Las Vegas. Still ranks top and the most stressful moment of my life.
Oh yeah.
That grown man, I almost crawled under the table in the fetal position and just was like, I got to go down here and hook up some cables. See you later.
Yeah. There was a couple people at the National. I guess the lady that was running the internet that left. It was fight or flight. I heard she flighted. That's good English there.
She flew.
She flew. She flew the coop.
She flew.
She flew. Public school guy. Sorry. Then the next thing I thought was genius because it explained, and this is going to be a very visual show. So I know there's a lot of guys, and we're super flattered that you guys came up and said, you know, we would listen to your podcast, so we need to be more mindful of what we show and explain it better. So once again, props to you guys. You made our week by saying you guys listen to our podcast. That means a lot to us. So props to you guys that came up. Some of you guys took pictures of us and stuff, which was crazy. So thank you guys for that. But this is kind of sums up the weather in Cleveland right here. This is a shirt. I think I'm going to buy it maybe next time if I go out there. Hopefully I'll never have to go out there again. And that's no disrespect to you Cleveland area people. Just, you know, we're from California. We're from California.
Clevelanders.
There you go.
So
you could see Saturday 72, Sunday 38, Monday 89, Tuesday 14, and then question mark for Wednesday. And that's just basically how it was. I mean, you just go outside. There's lightning. You walk around outside. It's like 75, but it feels like it's 125. I mean, it was just crazy. I think I lost weight just walking around. It was nuts. So that added to it all. And then we had an Airbnb that shut the water off, and we rented a hotel, but Dan decided that he was going to take a water bottle bath. There's Dan right there. I put on a little bit of weight because he was retaining water, but that's Dan taking a water bottle bath.
Bottle. Wow. Well, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, because we couldn't take a shower. They shut off our water. Basically, I guess the area we were staying in, they needed to install new meters, and the person that owned the house there didn't respond to any of the messages. They were paying their water bill, but apparently you have to install a new meter. Never got back to them. So the city of Brook Park was like, we're going to shut off your water. We'll teach you. Then you'll respond to our email. But who got the brunt of it? Us, after breaking till midnight at the National.
It was 12:30, and we were coming in, and I don't know about you guys, but I was like, I can go for a shower, maybe crack open a hard cider, and then go to bed, right? That was my goal. Get home. Mike shows me this little thing that was on the door, and he's like, hey, looks like they shut off our water. He's like, they're going to shut it off on the 1st. And I'm all, oh, the 1st? I'm like, whatever. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm all, not even close to the 1st, and they can't mean this month, right? That's like today. So I figured maybe September. Turned on the water. No agua. No water.
And then a person in a party had to do a number 2, so we had to, we had to figure that out.
So,
luckily, I didn't have to do one at the moment, but I'm sure it was coming. So then we had to go find a hotel to basically be able to take a shower. Because, I mean, as I just mentioned to you, yes, we are two sissies from California complaining the Ohio heat, as Billy says in the chat. But we found this hotel. Here's kind of an image.
Five-star
Here's
hotel.
kind of an image of what the hotel room looked like. I know I've embellished a little bit. but that pretty much kind of sums it up.
I don't know. I don't know if you're really embellishing. It was pretty close. Pretty close. The only thing I was missing was we when we were in Arizona one year, we were gonna stay at this motel, and we walked in, and first off, the guy at the front counter was like, "Are you sure you want to stay here?" We're like, "Yeah, whatever." Like, there's not a lot of options. Spring training, like everything's pretty much booked. I'm not gonna stay in the room that long anyway. He's all okay. He's like, I'll show you the room. Go in there, and the TV was from like the 80s, one of those tube televisions, just strapped down with a chain
Yeah.
to the like a dresser.
Like it was a $40 TV, like somebody
Like
was
a-
really
yeah.
going to walk out with it.
And I'm like, oh shit! And then I looked at the comforter, and the comforter had like holes in it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I couldn't believe it. And we're like, oh, we're gonna go pick our buddy up at the airport real quick. We'll be right back. And he looks at us. And he's all, no, you're not. And we're like, hurry up, get in the car,
Run.
let's get out of here.
So yeah, maybe it wasn't as bad as that.
Wasn't
but,
as bad as that.
It was a smoking room. It was the only room available at the Days Inn, and if you stayed there, you probably understand. It was the only room available was a smoking room, and it wasn't just a smoking room. I think they had 30 people in there smoking cartons of cigarettes and dumping the ashes.
No, I think it
on
actually,
the carpet.
I
That's
think
how badly it
I think
smelled.
it actually was the dedicated smoking room for the whole complex. I think if you wanted to have a smoke, you had to go in this room. It was like if you gone to Vegas, and I think there's a couple other airports that have like the smoking rooms in the airport.
Yeah.
That was pretty much what this was. I think it was the smoking room. And I walked in. I was like, I can power through this. I can take a shower. And then how bad could it be? Walked in, and I'm all, nope, not doing it. Didn't even get to the bathroom. Already made a decision. And I'm like,
Bottled water bath.
bottle watered shower.
And I know we're just rambling on about hotel rooms. I mean, it was a good experience because what made it was, meeting you guys and stuff, and being able to do the free breaks with kids and stuff like that, and seeing the smiles on kids' faces. So that made up for all this drama, but I think it makes for good banter.
This
That's
was
why
only-
we're talking about it.
This was only Thursday.
Yeah, this was only Thursday. But so yeah, Long Arms Mike wound up taking a shower that night, and then I went back in the morning.
Bless him. He's a strong man.
I went back in the morning and took a shower there. There was a hole in the wall. I was waiting for a couple cockroaches to run out. Thankfully, they didn't. They might have joined me in the bath. I don't know. I'm saying we might have had a fiesta, me and the cockroaches. And it was literally just like spitting water at you. Like it was messed up. And I'm not one to be real picky. I'm serious. I mean, I'm not one to be real picky, but this was really bad for $100 a night. I mean, they should be ashamed of
It
themselves.
was like 120.
But to be fair, it was the only room left, so I think they know that it was that bad, and they literally keep it to the last room.
Yeah, I think they all the other rooms probably were not as bad as that room. That was the backup to the backup to the backup to the backup room, last resort emergency room. Like it probably says in their office, do not rent this room out ever
Right.
unless there's nothing left.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So there's a shot of our booth coming up here, probably before the madness. We were right by the main stage, which was awesome. Props to GTS for hooking us up with a nice location. One of the reasons why my voice is out, too, is because I had to talk over the
Oh, you
speaker.
just cracked,
I
too.
just cracked. I'm going through puberty. I'm going through puberty, guys. I mean, shoot. But so this is our booth. But then when we tried to connect to the internet, we got this. This is what was going on the next slide here, which was So
I don't think we got that far.
Ripping Wax owner David Gelfman piped in the most expensive internet he could find, but it turns out the wiring was from America Online days. So it was like the wiring that was built into the Cleveland Center was from the American Online days. So there was a lot of drama on the internet. There was guys that do Instagram breaks, which I didn't even know existed, which I got to check that out. There was guys that do Instagram breaks, and they couldn't even do anything there, so they left. But yeah, thankfully we had, we're one of the fortunate companies that have extra people. It's just one-man operation.
Is that the free break?
And we were able to pivot some of our inventory here. But yes, Billy, you feel me on that voice. And no, we haven't had a chance to get a refund from the Airbnb yet.
I contacted him last night, so we'll see. I asked for either one of the days to be free or asked for $120 to be.
Oh, you're generous.
I know. I'm a nice guy.
We should have said we stayed at a suite and like LeBron James' suite in Akron for $5,000 a night because that's all we could find.
Well,
know what I'm saying?
that was almost, I was close to an option because you really lucked out finding that gem of a room.
Yeah, and back to the internet. We can go through the walkthrough while we're talking about this. It's the next slide is a walkthrough that Long Arms did, which came out really good. But the guy who was trying to fix the internet apparently said he's been working on the internet for 45 years. Which
he invented the internet.
Which I thought, I don't think the internet's been around for 45 years. But he was talking to Rich Layton and other guys trying to fix stuff. And apparently he was like, "Oh, it's fixed." He's like, "I'm on YouTube. I'm watching a video right now." He's like, "What's your guys' problem?" I'm like, "I am on my YouTube watching a video right now." And they're like, "No, we have to stream." He's like, "What?" And they had to break it down to him that there's like possibly a loss of $300,000 to $400,000 a day between everybody that wasn't able to conduct business in that place. I mean, even DA Card World and Blowout, they were having to try to run people's credit cards, try to hold it up higher or go outside. It was crazy. I bought a card. I couldn't pay the person. I went back to the booth. We were having to do the free breaks. And then I'm like trying to block my screen so people can't see my PayPal code. And man, it was just crazy. But I mean, the actual IX Center itself, the way it was laid out was probably the best I've ever seen a national laid out. But everything else was probably by far the worst national that we've ever had. From the weather down to the internet, which is very important in a day and age that we're in now to have some internet. I mean, it's like having water. It's like having water. It's like having water in your house.
Yeah, we had one day where there was no internet and no water. I mean, the struggle was real.
And follow Sparty Hawk Cache on Twitter. Hooked us up with the shirt. Good dude, man. He's got a lot of stuff going on his Twitter, and yeah, so he hooked us up with this cool shirt, and it's really a cool dude. So shout out to Sparty. So, but we took some pictures with some people as well. A lot of fans came by, and that was good. We had time to do that. I think that's what we'll be doing next year. No breaks there. Just we want to hang out with you guys and not even focus on doing any breaks because that was the best part. And signing up people, we did free breaks as you've seen in the picture below or the one that we just showed. Doing free breaks. Not too many people taking, being, greedy, but there was a few people. There was what was the story of the lady? And I'll let you tell it because I wasn't there. The lady that came up.
I actually, I got it secondhand as well. I got it secondhand from two people who were at our booth, Long Arms and our brand ambassador, who did a really good job.
Yeah. Brand ambassador did a really good job.
Brand ambassador did a great job.
So we're handing out scratchers for free breaks. I figured that was the best way to do it. Some of you guys that were at the show understand. Some of that you're listening, you're like, what are you talking about? So we signed up people for free breaks. You got to give us your email, and then we give you a scratcher that tells you what team you have. You come back, watch the break, get a hit, free. So we had a lady that said there was a kid that had 3 scratchers, and she was like, it's not fair that he has 3.
Oh, yeah, and he had 3 because it was from his family that signed up. And they I guess he went back to see what came out of the box. So I think he had one for his mom and his dad. And so he had 3 total in himself. Right. And she flipped out and she was like, it's not fair that he has 3. I know it's a free break. I know it's a free box you guys are doing. She's like, but you shouldn't allow him to do that. And it's just really it's not fair. And I'm like, Mike was the one dealing with her, and he was just like, I'm sorry. He's like, I don't know what to tell you. They had 3 different emails when they signed up, so they got 3 different scratchers. I don't. And
I'm in the back yelling, give her a refund. Give her a refund for her free spots.
So, I mean, we went through we were doing free shirts again. We went through about almost $3,000 worth of shirts.
Yep.
Every time somebody signed up, I was like, that's $16 ripped out of my pocket.
No, it was well represented. Then we did it. If everybody wore the shirt the next day, we gave them a free pack. Yes, it was. But it was a great branding. And as Shawnee says in the room, it was the highest quality shirts of any free stuff.
It was a good shirt. It was a great shirt. I didn't get one. Again,
I think I have one for you.
I think it was.
You don't want one. You want that shirt.
I think it's like the 4th or 5th national in a row that I haven't even got one of the shirts. So I don't get any.
I don't think you want them for some reason.
But I do. I just for memories.
So these are some guys from over the pond, Jaguars fans.
Oh yeah,
cool. Real good conversation with Ben. And I'm sorry about your friend's name, Ben, but I remember Ben. Met a lot of people, and I have that short-term memory problem. But cool dudes. We talked about Jacksonville football for a while in the World Cup. And here's some of the pictures of just people getting in free breaks and wearing our shirts and stuff like that. And Yeah, it was for that reason. It was amazing. But I was gonna say back to the lady that wanted the free spots or was complaining about the free spots. I thought to myself, I was like, maybe we need to have facial recognition next year. So when people sign up for free breaks, we have a facial recognition that would prevent it. It would make that lady happy.
And that was the thought process going into the shirts. I don't mind spending extra money, but when I wear a shirt, I want it to be a quality shirt. Panini, when they give shirts away, they have like really, really nice shirts. We actually use the same printing facility as Panini because I actually like their shirts so much. I think I'm sporting one right now under here. Now look at that Panini shirt. What's up? But yeah, so it's better to spend like the extra couple dollars and get a high quality shirt that's not gonna like, you wash it once, it's pretty much done, son.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Well, we got a few more slides of stuff that we did as well, but I wanted to get into this 55 Bowman right there. That was probably the highlight of the National. I'd say it got the most press. It was on ESPN. It was on Darren Ravel. Darren Ravel wrote about it on ESPN. A lot of coverage on this thing. So basically what went down, VintageBreaks.com, they did a 55 Bowman, and it was a PSA 9. So the pack was slab, PSA 9. There's about 18 to 20 cards or 18 to 22 cards in a 55 Bowman pack. And you guys may have already known this. If not, this is a crazy story, so be prepared. And I got some audio for you. So they basically sold spots. It was $500 a spot. You got a card, a random card, right? And this is what was going down. And I apologize about the audio because this is what we had to listen. And then I have a reaction video of us watching this because we were right there by the main stage. So this is what went down. And keep an eye on the guy on the back. Once again, if you listen to the podcast, go find Mickey Mantle pulled from 55 Bowman Pack Part 1 on YouTube.
We're getting feedback. Might be getting some feedback with this. Oh, unless he's going to be talking about.
Right here, right now.
Just don't talk.
Guys, record this on your phone. I think you're going to enjoy it.
Are you ready?
That's what Mike is telling me.
Oh my God. What do we got?
That's unbelievable, folks. We just made history in the Case Break Pavilion. We just opened a 55 Bowman Cellar Pack, and we pulled the Mickey Mouse.
Whoa. That video didn't really play.
I didn't. Let me see if I can get his. Sorry about the double it up. We'll get off of that in a minute.
I hear a guy going crazy.
So his eyes almost popped out of his head. But yes, breaking eardrums. We were right by the stage, and I know we're probably doubling up. It's probably my technology knowledge here, but I'm going to play our video, and you guys can see the reaction. But it may not play. I don't know why. I'm going from YouTube here, directly in. And here we go.
What's your name? Oh, nice. Yeah, nice to meet you, man. Put a face to the screen name now. Yeah.
Oh my God! Holy! That's unbelievable.
That is the most animated I think I've ever seen anybody
We just
get.
made history in the Case Break Pavilion. We just opened a 55 Bowman Cellar Pack, and we pulled the Mickey Mantle. Oh my God! That's unbelievable.
Hey, did you get a shirt?
Wow, it looks
Hey, Jimmy.
Try to go back and try to play the original video again. We didn't even see that again. Dang.
That's $50,000 for a PSA 9. Woo! Unbelievable. Oh my.
I gotta find the video of that later. Did he break it? I was confused. Dude, I didn't have the...
Did you get a shirt?
Record. You want to record history right here, right now.
You're going to blow your eardrums again, so hold on.
This on your phone. I think you're going to enjoy it.
Are you ready?
That's what Mike is telling me.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable, folks. We just made history in in the Case Break Pavilion. We just opened a 55-bowman.
All right, you can go back to that other remote because this is probably messing with our sound. But
Dude, when his eyeballs, like at first, like I've never seen somebody's face get animated like that.
I thought, that person that used to do the eyeball thing that would be on like Oprah or whatever, and I think it was an African American gentleman that would have the eyes like that's how we look. They're like a cartoon, like that's how. And yes, the card wound up selling at the show. It graded a PSA 9. It sold for $50,000. So somebody bought a spot for $500 and got that card, sold it for $50,000. Those dreams are made of. But that's just the odds of that happening, to find a sealed pack and then being able to pull that guy. He's still laughing over here because, dude, we could not believe it was going down. We're tired as all hell, right? So we're just this guy just blowing the speakers. His eyeballs just about to fall out of his head, and I think me and Dan like wiped our eyes just to be like, "Is this real?" Like,
I had no. I looked over.
Billy says it sounds like a kazoo being raped.
I looked over there and I had no idea. I mean, I knew they were breaking that pack because I remember we were there. We were like looking at them when they were actually physically breaking the encased pack out of the slab.
Yeah.
I remember
they were cutting it open.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm all, oh, that's how you do it.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, I didn't know how they were going to do it. I was like, I wouldn't trust myself. One thing in this hobby that I haven't done is ever crack a case of a sealed card. Never have. So I didn't know how he was going to do it. He had some kind of plastic scissors that he was able to do it. Pieces of plastic were all flying everywhere. That's probably in a separate video that you can find. But yeah, that was probably the single biggest moment, I would say, of the 2018 National, being able to pull that. Because like I said, the odds of finding that pack and then being able to have that card in there, pretty insane. So the giveaway is coming up, guys. The giveaway is coming up. But I want to kind of preface this and talk about this first, and then we'll get into the giveaway next. So SLM Solo tweeted this out. She actually used to do, I believe she used to do breaks before. So they went up to Panini America's booth at the National, and if you're listening on the podcast, it is a Dak Prescott, known for the auto pen Purple Scope auto. And they walked up to Panini's booth to get a replacement, and they won't honor it. Claim the guarantee is invalid because they were stolen. Threw their hands up and said there's not their responsibility after she waited in a 3-hour line. So everybody started getting on Panini on this thread. It's on Twitter. You can see it under her post. But it turns out that Dak, supposedly either a friend of his or something, lost all these scopes, and they wound up on eBay. So somebody bought them and basically faked them. So Panini is not honoring them because they're not the original auto pen situation, because all these purples were stolen. So that brings up the thing to me is, like, obviously I think Panini's right in a sense, but it says on the back that this autograph is guaranteed by Panini. So what do you do? I mean, you just claim, so we just claim that everything in that out of that purple is they're not going to do anything with, I guess, right?
No. I mean, but it sounds like we know that they were stolen and then forged.
Right.
So
yeah, that's the fakest.
Yeah, I mean, there's.
Yeah, it's bad. It's almost like
I know it puts Panini in a terrible situation, but they have to unfortunately do what's right by their company in this instance, because they did nothing at fault. They didn't. What did they do besides print up these cards and have an agreement with Dak to sign them?
Right.
That's what they did. They can't control cards getting stolen from Dak. They can't. But do you think this is a story that's made up to cover up the whole deal? Do you think that is something that actually happened? Do you think that there was cards that were stolen from Dak?
I don't know. I mean, obviously you see the eBay image here, and what it is there somebody was selling a lot of like 4 or 8 unsigned Dak Prescotts.
Where'd those come from?
So that's what I'm saying. Somebody stole them. So somebody stole, and they're numbered on the back. They're numbered to 99, so they're numbered on the back of the card. Somebody got a hold of these, and obviously the one that she had, which she claims it was pack pulled from her friend. And some of the people read through that and were like, well, you may want to have a drink with your friend and get down to how he got this. So it sounds like he bought it from somebody thinking he can go to Panini and get it honored for a real one. And Panini's just saying, no, we're not honoring this, which I understand because they were stolen. but at the same time, as a customer that maybe got shaded on a deal.
Okay. Check this out. So let's say somebody comes into the shop and they jack your, let's say your Derek Jeter rookie that you haven't.
Okay.
That's a 9, right? And they're like, okay, cool. I stole it from your case. I brought it in. They come in like 6 months later. It's somebody else. And they're like, hey, you want to buy this from me? And you know it's yours. Like, do you give them money for it? Do you buy it again? Or do you like accuse that person? If the person's like, I don't know, like my friend gave it to me or something like that. Like, don't you basically go, give me my card back? I'm not going to give you any money for it.
Right.
And then the
But
person
isn't well, you should know better because you're dealing with a stolen
yeah,
guitar.
because I have dealt with it.
Right. So
and,
isn't possession 9/10 of the law? That person's
well,
responsible.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I've had people come into the shop and sell me guitars, and I knew they were stolen, and I would confront them. I would actually do something that would kind of suck for them. I would, because you need ID, government issued ID to sell something. I would take their ID and I'd go make a photocopy of it, and I already knew it was stolen. I'd come back and I'd be like, hey, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm like, this guitar is stolen. You have 2 choices here. I don't care how you got it. You're going to tell me some story. I'm like, I don't care. You could either leave it here and I will get it back to the rightful owner. No issues. Or you can tell the cops how you became in possession of this guitar. And whatever they do, my hands now my hands are tied. And I would say every single time I did that, the person would look at me like, oh crap, what am I going to do? And they would leave the guitar and they would just bounce.
But to Shawnee's point in the chat, you would think that they would want to take it off the market by giving them something.
You're right. I
don't know what conversation that was said.
Now,
maybe they did offer something. I don't know.
Now, if I was Panini, I would have done something. I would have been like, what can we do just to take this card and destroy it? What can we do? Like, could we give you, 20 silver packs? Could we give you a sealed wax of something? Like, if I don't know what she was asking for, but if she's like, well, I want the same card, just I want the non-auto pen one.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? They don't have any of those laying around.
Right.
They're not going to pay Dak to sign one.
Right. Yeah, we got to maybe hear more of the story.
So I don't know. Like, it really depends on what she was looking for in compensation. It would
points.
I would be surprised if Panini didn't offer something.
Yeah, but maybe they've already dealt with this
and then
20, 30 times
But you
already.
also got to think, like, I know.
But from their standpoint, they think that somebody is basically
But-
signing those to get a real one.
But everybody who works there at the National, I know this is like not an excuse, but they're super like backlog. Everybody's running around. It's like chaos. Like, to deal with this right then and there, I understand waited in a line. I understand like you don't have a lot of opportunity to reach out to them, but
maybe should have waited after the National to have an email.
I think after the National, an email or a conversation over the phone with somebody probably would have been a better way.
Yeah,
of
because
going
it sounds like she, based on her initial tweet, she didn't understand what was going on, really.
Because, dude, if you're Panini, do you want this fake stolen Dak auto penned autograph at your booth right now? And
No.
and you want, like, you have 400 people in line waiting for something, and now you have a conversation about this? I wouldn't want that if I was them. I would be like, could we deal with this at another time? Like, this is probably the worst time. It's like Mark Sapir coming up and wanting to talk about Twitter when
I know.
when,
Yeah, exactly.
when we have like chaos going down at our booth, like at the 2012 Industry Summit.
The giveaway is coming up in like T-minus about 3 minutes, I would say. So stay tuned for that. Sepamo, I don't know about. I don't think we got any more Leaf Game Use. I was gonna check on that because I thought we ordered more than 2 because we only did 2. So we'll see. Everything's kind of trickling back in.
And Sean, I know you're talking about a shirt. I appreciate the support. Appreciate you coming and picking up a shirt.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, we never sell them. We never are gonna sell our shirts. We're gonna make high quality shirts. We're not gonna sell them.
We're just thankful people are going to wear our
We're just
brand.
thankful that people are going to wear them.
Yeah.
And there's no better time than to wear them than at the National. So,
Right.
Can I sell a C-Rad shirt? I'm just kidding.
I know. Maybe if we make like a saying or something. I don't know. But I wanted to run through how great of a time David, who was our winner last year. This is going to be our 4th time that we've had. By the way, 12-box case is certified coming up today. You can use that code after Nats for 15% off. But David, what a time he had. This is our fourth. That was our third. So whoever wins this one's going to be our fourth person we brought to the National. And we'll go through some of these slides real quick, and then we'll circle back around after the giveaway. But, Barry Sanders was in attendance, Michael Vick, Vince Young. So if you want to scroll through these real quick, C-Rad, and we'll get to where David was and how much fun David was having. So Mo Bamba was there, Vince Young, Mike Vick, Barry Sanders. We got to chat it up with those guys, which was pretty cool. If you want to keep going down, I think we have David's experience coming up. There's Sparty got to meet one of his favorite players, which is the Boz. Boz was there as well. There's the main VIP regular area that was, you can see it was well attended there.
Probably double.
That looked compact.
Double the amount of people that I've seen at any other VIP party.
Yep. And here's David. He was opening up his gold packs, wearing his Mojo shirts. Just pulling crazy hits. If you keep through, you can see David's 90. He had a Watson shield, a Prescott shield. And that was just to name a few. He had a Leo Messi auto to 5. He hit an Aaron Rodgers auto or something. It was just nuts.
He had a Ronaldo diamond out of his black box.
We'll get back to those. Keep going. I think I got some more pictures of David's good time coming up.
Well.
They holding up them shields, bruh.
I don't even know what to say about that. David's smile says it all. I mean, really, it does. Brand ambassadors, really, they came out and they represented.
One of them is a Corona ring girl.
Yo, you gotta admit that's a couple of nice shields that he pulled.
Yeah, those are some nice shields.
I think I'm gonna say the one on the right is the Corona ring girl. I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and Mo Bamba was he was spending a lot of time with her, maybe trying to get her to represent him in his next show or something. I don't know. So that was what was going down, and David was super cool. Gave me some cards afterwards for the Niners, and that was awesome. So without further ado, we'll get into the giveaway. C-Rab, make sure I have numbers match up on 113. You know what I'm saying? On the random to make sure I have all the prizes in there before we get into it.
You want to explain how people got into this?
Yeah. So basically, we did. I think it was 112 breaks that we did. And what we did is we nominated a winner pretty much for every break. So we did a random after every break. And now this is the giveaway. And the grand prize is 2019 VIP vacation package, just like David won. So you'll be chopping it up with the Corona ring girl and opening up gold packs. And, we'll see. And they'll be in Chicago. So we'll fly you out there for 2 nights, pay for everything, and get you to the party.
We got Gelf in the house.
What's up, Gal?
What is going on?
So this is the giveaway. It's $20K worth of stuff, and we're going to go 3 times on the randomizer. We're not going to name off everything. We're going to scroll through because we're doing the show. We're going to scroll through everything. We're going to post it on our forum. We can see who won, and we'll start getting prizes out probably middle of next week because we still got stuff coming back for the National as well.
Who's coming with us?
Who's coming with us? So we're going to go 3 times on the randomizer, and we're going to nominate the winners.
Good luck, guys. 1.
Don't mess up the internet, bro.
2.
Come on, Doug Caskey. Come on, Doug Caskey. Come on, Doug Caskey.
And again, if it's international, we'll pay for your domestic flight.
Last time for all the marbles. Eric! And I think he's international. We're going to fly you out there from the Philippines, bro.
Oh, shoot, he is from the Philippines. What's up? 3 times on the random.
If you don't want to go, we'll provide you with all the gold packs, silver packs, and stuff as well. So, yeah, if you want to go, we will pay the difference. And here we go. We'll scroll through all the other prizes. There's amazing stuff we're giving away. There's Ichiro in there. There's National Treasures NFL box in there. So, yes. So, yeah, if you want to zoom in a little bit, there you go. Perfect. Like I said, we're not going to go over the names, but we're going to post it on the forum. There we go, guys. Look at that.
I should probably zoom in one more.
Yeah, Armano with a National Treasures football box. E. James with a Vertex NFL case. So this is just $20,000 worth of stuff with the VIP packs and the package that we just gave away for you guys. Thank you guys for joining our breaks.
That Sandberg jersey was sick.
Yeah, Wingnut with his little Sandberg. Ooh, PS with the black box. So like I said, if you don't catch it, we're going to post it on the forum anyway. So we're going to go ahead and scroll down through the 100 names. And Gelf is in the chat, dude. What's up, Gelf, man? How How many Tito's did you have after Saturday? How much Tito's has been poured down your head since the National? I'm sure a lot. But Gelf threw an awesome time. So I know we just talked about internet, but that wasn't your fault, dude. So, but we did show some vintage breaks, dude. That was amazing. That was amazing video that you guys did, and the luck of pulling that out. And those breaker packs are loaded, guys. So you guys got those breaker packs. Those are loaded.
Yeah, those were insane.
So,
it was insane what was coming out of those. And the only way to get the breaker packs was to do a break at the Panini booth, which we did a little preview of Donruss that came out today, and that product looks absolutely stacked.
We got to catch up on the free break for that too to nominate the winner. Somebody's going to win a shield, or basically a prime patch of Lamar Jackson.
I think it was number to 10.
Yeah, I mean that was insane. So watch that video. It's actually on our main page right now as well. So, but yeah, congrats to the winners. And yeah, so the Ichiro jersey was beautiful. We picked that up on one of the last days. So that is beautiful. And this stuff will ship out, like I said, we're going to start shipping out probably middle of next week as we're waiting for a lot of the stuff to come back from the National. But that'll be posted on our forum after the show. And we got some more stuff to talk about. This is also went down at the VIP party. And C-Rad, super producer on the fly here going down. And we've got we had some funny booth videos. They had this like confetti booth video. It's not doing the share. There you go. And I think that's coming up next here. So I had a few sodas. I'm not gonna lie on the next one. I think it's on the next slide.
A couple of vodka clubs.
And here we skipped it. We skipped it. Oh, that's right there. So there's one with Dan. This might be the one with Dan. Let's see. Oh, there's Dan.
Sports coat mojo.
Yeah, looking like trying to be Will Clark. Working on his swing. He's not even swinging. He's just warming up.
That's probably the most badass thing I've ever seen.
Ooh, look at that. Ooh, he's got the lean back. Lean back. So, and then there was one with me, Mike, and David, which was fun. I think that's next. And this was right after he opened the gold pack. So we're like, can we take these empty gold packs to your booth? And I was doing the Nuschler face, which or the Thiz face for you rap fans. And, yeah, it was pretty fun. So, once again, if you're listening to us on the podcast, you have no idea what's going down. Billy says Doug looks like he went MMA. I did. I think that was based on my face.
That was great, dude.
So, that was fun. But, yeah, I wanted to talk about the VIP party in general. If you want to go back to those Baker Mayfield cards. So, we bought Super VIPs because the product seemed right. Last year, they gave us some amazing cards. This year, they gave us some Panini Instant cards, which I don't want to be one to complain, but they're probably about a fraction of the value of the cards they gave us last year. Timeout, Dan says. Timeout, Dan says.
All right. So we just got done complaining. Well, actually, talking smack about somebody complaining at our booth about free stuff. And we just go full 180. And we're going to start complaining to a manufacturer about free stuff.
Yes, because
okay. I just want to.
It wasn't free. It was $27,000.
I just want to make sure. Yeah, but did we or did we not get the product? We got product, right?
I wouldn't have bought all that product if I didn't get stuff.
You wouldn't buy it for the love of the product?
No.
Okay. Regardless, though, you're about ready to complain about a manufacturer throwing a sick ass party. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And now you're going to complain about the free stuff.
Well, at the
all right, so go for it. Go for it. There you go. You got the floor now.
Well, it's kind of like I don't know if you guys have round table pizza across the country, so maybe West Coast pizza. Think about a high-end pizza, right? You go there the year before and you get a high-end pizza. You're like, it's really good. You got Chicago pizza. It's like beautiful. And then you go the next year and they give you Costco pizza. Granted, it's free, but you paid money to get the product, so you're going to be a little salty. So
Man.
that's all I'm saying is that last year, if you go to the next slide, there was a Simmons. There was Simmons. It was a real card. It wasn't instant. We know that people don't really collect the instant stuff yet. They had all different Simmons numbered to 5, and they were actually branded from the set. So we got a numbered to 3 Prism that who knows how much it's worth. That was what I thought we were going to get. We didn't. So that I'm a little salty from that. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying they could have just kept it the same. Everybody seemed to be happy last year, but they gave us instant cards instead of this kind of caliber card. I
Okay.
mean, you can just see in the buy it now price. That's a totally certified. We had a Prism.
Okay. Well, it's also that's Ben Simmons.
Well, yeah, but they have Donovan Mitchell. They have Tatum. They could have done all those guys. They could have done a Baker Mayfield regular card. Nobody wants the instant.
And it also sounds like you did a jab at Costco pizza as well.
I did, which
Like,
I'm going to have at my daughter's
like-
birthday party this weekend. But still,
So yeah, like a lot of people like Costco pizza. So man, you're just crushing everybody's dreams.
I was just like I was saying. The giveaways from last year to this year at the national VIP party wasn't as good. That's all I'm saying.
Did you have fun?
I did. I think.
You would have had more fun.
Oh yeah, if
You'd
I would have had a lot more fun if I would have got something of that caliber. What about me? I mean, seriously, what about me? What about me? But it's good conversation to compare the both. I mean, I'm grateful that I was able to go and all that stuff in all seriousness.
I will tell you this. I will agree with you. I've done 3. This was the 3rd super VIP I've done. I did the Atlantic City. I did Chicago. Then I did Cleveland. The amount of players and just people they brought down, Atlantic City and Chicago, there was just more.
Yeah.
Usually they have a baseball player. No baseball player. What's up with that?
I don't know.
I mean, Atlantic City, they had... Can't remember if they had any baseball players. I think they did. But they also had... I think they had like 12 players come down, including Chase Elliott. He was down there as well. The food's always top-notch. I got to say that. There was so many more people this time, though. The
food was top-notch.
I would say there was probably 200 more regular VIP than there was previous years.
And the only thing I'm saying, actually, the regular VIP, amazing. I mean, what you got was what I expected. But I think the people that got the super VIPs were kind of excited. I don't want to seem like I'm entitled, but I want to make a good conversation at the same time.
So Atlantic City, they gave us signed Kobe shoes.
Yes,
as like the big, and that was a big deal.
That was like $3,000 or $4,000 shoes.
That was a big deal. Signed Kobe shoes, inscribed. The year after they did those Ben Simmons, like every backpack had like crazy Ben Simmons number 3 cards, and they did a Kevin Durant canvas.
Yeah.
This year, granted, the gold packs are a little bit more loaded than they were last year, so you're getting a little bit more value there. Looks like all the black boxes you were getting diamonds.
Yes.
So it was like some type of
there is diamond autos though.
There's diamond autos, but it looked like the most people were just pulling the diamonds, which is cool. It's cool. They don't need any. They don't take any inventory to do that, but that's
Right.
good. What else? I think this year, I think we get the same thing as we got last year. The Durant. I think we're getting a Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley 8x10.
Probably pictured.
Or not an 8x10. I'm sorry, a big canvas.
But probably pictured Penn State. I
would think. I don't know. It's
probably gonna be,
or rookie premier. Who knows?
Yeah.
And then they give you the super VIP. You get a $99 backpack, which was a Victorinox backpack, which is pretty nice. But it had a water bottle in it, a Bluetooth speaker, which I have a million of those. A battery charger, branded. All these are branded Panini. That was what was in the bag, and then those instant cards. So
and the backpack, I didn't even get a real good look at it. What was it?
It was a Victorinox or whatever. So it sells. I actually looked it up. It sells for like $100. It's a $100 backpack.
But the backpack was different than the backpack that the regular VIPs got.
Correct.
Because I remember the Kobe shoes were in.
Oh yeah, they
were in like that
leather bag.
A leather bag that was really nice that I actually use once in a while. So, but let's get back to the party itself. Was a great time.
It was. No, the party, the ambiance of the party, they had video games there. The food was great. The DJ was playing the right songs. They had that photo booth thing. The party, as far as that was probably the best. But
there was some awesome people there.
There was. Not me. I'm not awesome. Maybe you.
Well.
But it was in Eastside Cleveland, and Panini had, which was really kind of a, wear your bulletproof vest. I grew up in the ghetto too, so I can relate. But wear your bulletproof vest. There was actually a Panini van that had a satellite on top of it, and there was people walking by that were locals that thought it was the news. Oh, this is the news. The news is out here. No, it's Panini's van.
Yeah,
so.
Panini has the best brand ambassadors in the business by far. Got to say that.
Just got here. Is C-Rad blind or is the future silver? That's what I said. And last little bit, this is kind of what we figured out after going through 2 sleeves of gold packs, guys. I'm going to kill some dreams here. Don't buy these on eBay because we figured out yesterday after doing so many of them that the thin packs that have autos are a slightly different color. So, you know, in a world where it's me first, I'm sure there's a lot of sellers that are selling packs that aren't guaranteed any autos because they've already taken those out. So I'm assuming a sleeve maybe has like 5 to 10 autos or something like of that nature. You can kind of see it in our video yesterday. And so if people are selling them online, if you're not buying from a major retailer or a breaker that has no interest and wants to take care of the customer, but customers that went here and they're trying to recop as much money as they need to, they're probably going to pull those autos out and sell the other packs, and you're going to pay a premium for no chance in an auto. So I'm just buyer beware on those. And then the thick ones are obvious, so they already can pull those out. But those only are going to have relics. So I was trying to tell people beforehand, well, you don't really want the thick ones because you want the autos. But now it turns out you can figure out where the autos are too.
So yeah, the autos are in a slightly. It's still a gold pack, but it's not as shiny and it's a little dull.
Yeah,
kind of bronzed a little bit.
Yep.
They told me about it. I looked at it and I was looking and I'm like, I do see the difference.
Yeah.
It said Conrad basically figured out what third round through.
Pretty early.
Yeah, pretty early. You were like, okay, I see what you're doing. I see what's going on here.
We are getting some more in, yes. And those, I think they're coming in tomorrow, hopefully. So, yeah, I would just, if you're buying from, I mean, we have no reason. We'd rather sell. I mean, we already have some already spoken for anyway, but other people that are not doing business, it's kind of like, you know, people can weigh out museum boxes and things like that. When you're dealing with a customer that's trying to recop as much money as possible, that's a tactic they're going to take. I'm not saying everybody's doing that, but I'm just saying buyer beware. Maybe look at the pictures of the packs, and if you can see a slightly different tinge, it's going to be hard with camera angles and stuff, but if you can see a slightly different tinge, maybe ask them, hey, is this picture what I'm going to get? Because a lot of people will just take a picture of 10 packs, and then it'll be their stock photo, and they're going to grab it out.
They'll use it over and over and over and over.
Yep. And before we end the show, we've got Chrome coming up, but I wanted to talk about some of the values on Chrome, specifically for Otani. So I think I got that slide coming up. I did some early eBay data on Topps Chrome, and I think Otani seems like a pretty good investment. I mean, $500 for a base auto out of Chrome, and then this one was a gold auto that sold for $956.
Ooh, okay.
I think it's a little low. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's got to be a top 5 auto, right?
He just hit 2 home runs.
Just hit 2 home runs.
He hit a home run, I think, yesterday. I think he has 12 on the year. He only has like 190 at bats.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good time to invest in some of these if you have the cash to do so.
And,
at $500, and that's like day one, so it may go down to maybe $450 on some of the other ones. I don't know. I mean, I was thinking it was probably going to be a $1,000 card, but it seems like maybe everybody's kind of Otani'd out, and this is a good time to not only buy the Angels and case breaks, but to stock up on maybe some Otani singles from Chrome.
And it looks like he is probably going to pitch again this year.
Yeah, so there you go.
He's like, I think he's gonna be thrown off the mound in like a week or so.
Brandon, we're gonna post it on our forum, or if you're on YouTube, you can rewind it a little bit. You should be able to find it. But I also wanted to mention, I think was an error on Clearly Authentic came out today. We're ripping cases, and I'm opening it up, and I don't have a slide for it, but I'm opening it up, and there's redemptions that are just falling out, right? But then there's a card behind it. I'm like, what the hell's going on? So in the first case, we had 3 redemptions, making 3 extra hits, so 23 hits. And then in the second case, we had 22 making extra hits. So I don't know if Topps has released anything. I haven't seen anything. We've been busy today. But what I think happened is they packed it all out with the live cards, and they were about to ship it out, and they're like, you didn't put those redemptions in. So I think what they did is they resorted on just throwing them in the top. I mean, because they couldn't get around. There was Otani's a redemption. I think maybe Acuna or something. Maybe there's some big names that are redemptions. They have to put them in there. So because I'm like, there's no way on a $40, $50 retail product that they would throw in so many extra hits. So they have to. And we got one today, $49.99 today for a hit random. We've got 2 of them today. First one's almost sold out. So they threw all these extra hits. So I'm like, there had to have been an error. There's no way that they would have gave that much. Or we can look like glasses half full, and maybe they were trying to take care of the customers, but I just don't think so. So Cases are going to be pretty loaded. The first case was loaded. The second case was like, yeah. But we had an Otani in the first case. A lot of low-numbered stuff, but then there's a redemption in top 2. So it's like, I think it was a mistake. So I want to hear it. I want to hear from them. Maybe they won't say it was a mistake, but just doesn't seem like they would have done that because you got to figure, what's that?
Tops is all about adding that value.
That's 15% more cases they could have made
Just adding
with
that,
those redemptions.
Adding that value, bruh.
Maybe. Giving it back.
Giving it back, bruh.
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 So I was watching, before we're going to probably get out here, but I was watching Hard Knocks, first episode last night, the great Cleveland Browns. And Jarvis Landry had, if you haven't seen it, Jarvis Landry had an amazing speech to all the wide receivers.
Really?
They were dropping
Josh Gordon wasn't there, though.
No. So they were dropping balls and whatnot, and he just got up and just gave like a pretty epic speech about like, you know, having to work your ass off and all that stuff, right? I guess Corey Coleman just got traded.
Wow.
Corey Coleman got traded to the Bills for a 7th round pick.
Wow.
So
that's not good.
Yeah,
Or maybe good for him. Who knows?
maybe he said something that Jarvis didn't like, but Jarvis is the dude now there, so.
Yeah, Zeke, through the contact form on our website, you can send it through there, and we'll make sure we get to it. If you send it through the regular email, sometimes it gets lost in the shuffle, but if you send it through the website, it will be noticed at that point. But we just got back, so you know there is some stuff that we haven't even got to because we literally just got back yesterday. We're trying to get everything in. So, but that is it. We're going to be live with Topps Chrome. There's a few teams left. You can use that discount code that we just said. If you didn't hear the discount code, rewatch the video or rewind it. Find that discount code. Save 15% on teams and any pick your team on our website. So thank you guys for tuning in to the national show. We'll be back again next week. I think we're going to have a guest next week. And that is it.
And that's it. Thanks for watching this episode. Visit mojobreak.com for more info and your break spot. And we will see you next time on